Welcome to the Bitcoin Edge. Mark Yusko, founder and managing director of Morgan Creek Capital Management and cryptocurrency expert, believes that Bitcoin will reach 150,000 within 1 year from now. Recently, Yusko was on CNBC discussing why he believes the halving will cause the price to increase over the next year. The halving, which occurs every 4 years, is set to occur on approximately April 20th, 2024. The price of Bitcoin typically rises after the halving to reach new all-time highs. The halving also happens to occur on the year of the USA presidential elections, which tends to be a positive catalyst for the stock market. The government debt means the need for more stimulus is highly likely, which is good for risk assets. The recent ETF approvals and subsequent heavy money inflows into the ETFs have also been a strong catalyst to the increasing Bitcoin price. Many crypto analysts are predicting a much higher all-time high price for Bitcoin, but even if Bitcoin only reaches 150,000 this cycle, it's clearly not too late to buy, now at 70,000. With all that said, it's really important to understand Bitcoin or any asset before investing. Understanding the Bitcoin cycle and the possible 70% crashes or more, learning about the history of money and the fate of all fiat currencies is essential to feeling comfortable investing in Bitcoin. It's not too late, but time is running out as the halving approaches in April. Like and subscribe to the channel for more content. Let's listen to Yusko's thoughts on Bitcoin in 2024.
So you're forecasting Bitcoin to 150,000 in the next year or so. Can you explain how you get to that math?
Yeah, so it is just math. So we look at the fair value today from the Metcalfe's law model. That gives us round numbers around 50,000. The halving occurs in 3 weeks. What a halving does, it cuts the block rewards, the amount of money that's given to the miners to secure the network. If those rewards were to get cut in half, as they do, many of the miners would struggle. So historically, what has happened, the price rises, the fair value rises. So that would push it at 100. But this time it's a little different in that instead of just block rewards, we get transaction fees because of ordinals and inscriptions. So let's say the fair value only goes to 75 this time. Then post-halving, you get a lot of interest in the asset, a lot of people FOMO in, and we normally go to about 2 times fair value in the cycle. So in the last cycle, fair value was 30. We got as high as 68, 69. This time, I think probably 2 times because there's less leverage. So that gets us to 150.
So what's that path like to 150? Because I know that last summer you had called for a blow-off top in 2024, and we haven't seen that. Is that still to come before we get to that 150?
So the big move happens post-halving. So the halving occurs sometime between April 20th and April 21st, most likely. So once that occurs, then you start to get an increase in demand, right, from the ETFs and other people interested. But the supply of new coins goes from 900 a day to 450. Well, think about it. If there's more demand than supply, price has to rise. So the price starts to rise. It starts to become more exponential or parabolic toward the end of the year. And historically, about 9 months after the halving, so sometime toward Thanksgiving, Christmas, we see the peak in price before the next bear market. But we like things like Ethereum. We do like Solana. We do like Avalanche. And you can go down a little bit lower on the capitalization scale. Bitcoin's the king. It is the dominant token. It is a better form of gold or digital property now, as Michael Saylor calls it. So I do think it will be the best, but the law of large numbers comes in. I think it could go up 10x from here easily over the next decade, but I think some of the smaller projects will go up orders of magnitude more, just the law of small numbers.